Hot news: the shutdown, a duel of proposals, votes, and narratives. CNNPolitics. The government will not be reopened. At least not barring some sudden and dramatic shift, because the reality remains things are still frozen. This week is all about pressure and forcing the other side to blink. Yes, that's reality check. Democratic leaders and President Donald Trump haven't spoken in more than 10 days, aides say. Where things stand. Democratic leaders were out opposing before he even announced it on Saturday, presenting a united front that, at least at this point, no Democrat has sought to break ranks from. The proposal will, the dynamics. The key to understanding why things are the way they are has been the same for more than a month now: completely divergent bottom lines, coupled with a complete lack of political incentive to shift course. Democrats oppose Trump on the policy, but their broader issue has been dissuading the White House of the notion they can use funding deadlines as a way to get policy concessions. Thus, for the vast majority of both Republican conferences, there is no incentive to buck the president, particularly on his premier policy goal and campaign promise. Do they agree with the what to read? CNN's Claire Foran and Alex Rogers lay it all out. The Senate GOP proposal details. As CNN reported Saturday night, the Senate Republican proposal goes beyond what the president laid out in his remarks: the $5.7 billion for a border wall, $800 million in humanitarian aid, additional border agents and immigration judges, to go with temporary protections for those covered under the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program, and temporary protected status. Senate Majority. Read all 1,301 pages yourself. The read. It took a lot to pull McConnell off the sidelines, where his stated position was Democrats and Trump need to figure this all out. The back and forth. One other key piece to remember: McConnell's skepticism about a short-term, clean proposal to reopen the government, the kind House Democrats have been passing, is not only because of Trump's opposition, but also his own version of a long game. The view, yes, that means McConnell's longer game and the long game of Democratic leaders aren't even remotely aligned. Yes, that's given rather limited chance the Senate actually votes to advance the proposal. There's another key piece here for Republicans. According to aides and senators, it serves to give the GOP a clear line of attack they've been without for the last month. There is a proposal explicitly supported by the president now on the table, and Democrats aren't even willing to negotiate and are likely to vote down the one thing that could reopen the government: the asylum provisions. The whole purpose of the Trump proposal was to be seen as a compromise, giving a little to get some. A read of the bill. Now, to be clear here, this was considered a compromise. Democrats, in closed-door talks, talked about the value of in-country processing locations to apply for asylum in embassies and consulates in certain Central American countries. The Trump immigration advocates are already deeply opposed to the changes. Expect to hear the House Democratic proposal details. House Democrats will vote on Wednesday on their own proposal, one that would take them into double-digit bills the new majority has passed to reopen the government in the last 3 weeks. The package will
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.